Well, here we are at Snoqualmie Falls again, looking for the Peregrine Falcons. I'm at the eyrie now. I zoomed in, I don't see anything. I've been watching the sky, I haven't seen anybody flying. And they got a fair amount of sunshine right now, but it looks like we got some weather blowing in, some heavy black clouds coming soon, so don't know how long I'll be able to stay. I'll back off a little bit. Again, it's right here in this spot here. Looking from the handrail where I'm at, this is about what looks like to my eye, right about to this right here, maybe a little more. With my naked eye, that's what I see. That's how close it looks. That little white speck, that's where the eyrie is going to be, right in that area. There they are. But they've been working there the last few times I've came up here, but so far today I haven't seen anybody fly in. I'll back off, give you a perspective in relation to the falls now. I'm right at the handrail by the lodge, right where the handrail makes a bend. There's the water coming over the falls, and there we go. I'm shooting between the two little trees here, little saplings. Got that big crack right in the middle of the cliff there, the greenery on the top, and where it stops you go to the left, a little white speck, and there we are. Hopefully we'll have a falcon in there with eggs soon. Alright, we're going to scan around and see if we can locate them. Finally got to see the Snoqualmie Peregrine Falcons are back. Oh yeah, I had a good snack there. Okay, a little more beak cleaning. Be interested to see which eyrie they choose this year. Over to this side now, and all filled up, fed up, and taking it easy. Oh yeah, I hear a helicopter. They give sightseeing rides over the falls. Doesn't seem to bother the birds though. We did the whole nesting cycle last year and put it all on YouTube. The whole sequence, so we're going to try to do another one this year. We do several birds in the area. But this is very exciting. This is our Snoqualmie Falls Peregrine Falcons. Alright, gonna scratch up. Now you can see how yellow those feet are. Beautiful bird. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the fastest creature on the planet Earth. A lot of people don't know that. Sitting right there. Oh, showing off now. Look at that. Boy, it's good here. If it wasn't that windy. Oh.
Keep on upgrading every couple years, huh?
I'm going with the SX60. It has a little more pixels on it. That's it. I wish I had this from the beginning.
There's something flying.
Where?
Right here.
Coming our way.
Right straight down there.
That's the other one. That's the
really?
mate. Yep.
Oh.
The other falcon just flew in.
I think that's the one that went that way earlier.
Yeah. And the other falcon, the other one's in the air now, just took off.
Oh, did she?
And
oh, she did. There she is.
They're both up in the air, circle around, they're going to interact now. Let's see what happens here. And the other one's flying back around in front of the falls. We'll see which eyrie they go to, and then I'll zoom in on it.
There it goes.
All right. Going up to the other one.
To the branch.
Up to the branch. All right. Might be right below here a little bit. And
She's
there.
still over here.
Okay, this one landed on the branch now, right where the other one was. Falls is flowing good today. The water is all clean, looks good. Falcons are all happy. They're all tucked away in their perches. We're just sitting down here enjoying it. And the people are enjoying it too, so we're going to check around the whole area, see what else is going on. Well, here we are back at the Snoqualmie Falls Peregrine Falcon Eyrie. And Misty, the resident Peregrine Falcons, is back again this year with a new tiercel. They raised 2 out of 4 youngsters last year on the ledge. The male was in a sub-adult plumage then, but now this year the male is in his adult plumage. So we're going to see if they might fly in here any minute, maybe get them come into the eyrie. And it's that time of year where they got to get some eggs in here, so we're all excited about it. We're going to be keeping a sharp eye out for them, and hopefully we'll get them mating or getting them both in the eyrie side by side, so we get a good definition on it. All right, it's coming into the eyrie. Just landed one of them. There we go. Let's see which one this is. All right. Well, they're checking out. Should have eggs in here any day now. This year it looks like Misty, the adult anatoms, and the adult tundra peregrine falcon as the tiercel. So somebody's calling it. We'll see which one's which here. I'll try to zoom in. Oh yeah, sneaking over here. Oh yeah, this is the tiercel. Yeah, this is the adult tundra tiercel. See, she's bigger than he is. Look at this here now. There, they're chirping. Misty's just a little bit bigger. She's on the right side there. Oh yeah, they're talking about that egg laying, that's scraping. Well, hopefully we'll see a male. See, her doesn't have any white coming up behind her eye. That's her. That's Misty's been here for years. Again, it's a fairly new tiercel, the male. He's on the left there. And he has white comes up by his eye, behind his eye there. Oh yeah, now they're going to talk about it. Look at this. They want to get some eggs in there, and it's due. They're due to put some eggs in there. Oh great, now you can see the side. A little bit smaller on the left, a little bit bigger on the right. That's Misty on the right. Don't have any white coming right up behind her eye. That's because she's an adult anatoms. And the tiercel this year is adult tundra peregrine. Alright, we're excited about this. We got here just in time. The mist is not too bad, so we're going to hang in here. Oh yeah. There, they're getting right up close now, just having a good time talking about that scrape. Yeah, they're still talking about it. They've been scraping here and then a little more to the right also, so we'll see how that goes. But they usually check it out in the morning like this. Now they're fairly close. They get more. He's only about 1/3 smaller than tiercel. Again, that's him on the left, and Misty on the right. Hopefully we'll get a mating. That would be great. Yeah, they're settling down a little bit here. Been there quite a while chatting about it. Oh yeah. Misty and Victor, they're talking all about it. There she's looking down. He's got his head down. And they have scraped here before, and then a little bit to the right they've scraped, so who knows? With the leaves in there, we wouldn't be able to tell if they have an egg in there yet or not. But it's that time of year. You need to get those eggs in there. I'll try to come in just a little bit more here. There we go. We'll keep a close eye on him. I was here a little earlier, but there's more mist in here, wasn't much going on, so I said, well, I'll come down here and get set up. It's a good thing I did, because the first place they headed is right to the ledge. Oh, yeah. Now you can see the difference in the head markings. Nothing, no white coming up behind her eye, and now you can see behind his eye as that white comes up quite a ways. And again, that's because she is an adult anatums and he's an adult tundra. There you can see the difference in the markings. She just flew out. Oh yeah, she's coming right towards me, and no, circling back in front of the eyrie, and I think he's going to go. He's watching. They might be wanting to go to the tree and mate. But now you can see the difference in the head markings on him. Alright. And of course, the old Tiercel, Velocity, he had head markings just like Misty. They were identical. And it's very easy to get them confused. This makes it a lot easier with this Tiercel. Oh, he wants some eggs in there. He's all excited about it. Oh yeah. And he's going to go take off now, I think. Look how yellow his feet is. That's another sign. The males get a little brighter feet. And there he goes. I'll try to watch where he's going to go. Alright. Okay, here's the Tiercel. He flew over here now. She went up on a perch somewhere. We can't locate her. She left the eyrie first, and then he came out and sailed up here, and he's just been looking around. So we'll keep an eye on him, and we'll wait and see if she comes back into the area. He might go into the eyrie again. Or she may have snuck off and went hunting, so. But if there is an egg in the eyrie, well, he's close enough he can guard it, so. We're just trying to figure it all out here. It's that time of year. They have an egg or two in there, and hopefully they do, and it'll be starting to incubate fairly soon. What a great spot. Oh yeah, he's just checking everything out. He was in his sub-adult plumage last year, and it's a lot browner, and his chest was more streaked than a lot of his juvenile plumage, but he's in his full adult plumage this year. So we'll keep an eye on him, keep an eye on her, and hopefully they'll have some eggs. They have good success this year raising some youngsters. Alright then. Well, here's the female. We found her. She flew over here now. She was in the eyrie and sailed out and went up here. We'll see if the male comes in for a mating here. Alright, I'll back off a little bit. There's our girl. We're both in the eyrie, then she flew out and went over here. We'll see if he comes over here and joins her. Maybe we'll have a mating today. Alright. A couple of happy campers today. Got a little bit of mist, but not too bad. Oh yeah, getting her tail up. Oh, she might want to fly now. We'll keep an eye on her. She gets on this limb, sometimes she'll signal and then he'll come in and mate. Definite different head markings on her. Doesn't have near as much white behind the eye. Doesn't come up there. Oh yeah. She's looking for him. And there she goes. Let's see where she's headed this time. Circling around. Over to the fir tree. Going quite the distance this time. Way over. Oh yeah. Still flying. Going around the bend. She might be off on a hunt. Yep. Looks like it went on a hunt. Well, here we are at Snoqualmie Falls again, looking for the Peregrine Falcons. I'm at the eyrie now. I zoomed in. I don't see anything. I've been watching the sky. I haven't seen anybody flying. And they got a fair amount of sunshine right now, but it looks like we got some weather blowing in. Some heavy black clouds coming soon, so don't know how long I'll be able to stay. I'll back off a little bit. Again, it's right here in this spot here. Looking from the handrail where I'm at, this is about what looks like to my eye, right about to this right here, maybe a little more. With my naked eye, that's what I see. That's how close it looks. That little white speck, that's where the eyrie is going to be, right in that area. There they are. But they've been working there the last few times I've came up here, but so far today I haven't seen anybody fly in. I'll back off, give you a perspective in relation to the falls now. I'm right at the handrail by the lodge, right where the handrail makes a bend. There's the water coming over the falls, and there we go. I'm shooting between the two little trees here, little saplings. Got that big crack right in the middle of the cliff there, the greenery on the top, and where it stops you go to the left, a little white speck, and there we are. Hopefully we'll have a falcon in there with eggs soon. Alright, we're going to scan around and see if we can locate him. Well, there's one of our Peregrine Falcons. It's in the big snag tree across on the other side. That's the farthest they can land, so that seems to be their lookout tree. I've been here for over an hour or so. I haven't seen any of them, and then all of a sudden this one appeared in the limb. So again, that's the lookout tree, clear across there. Happy to see one of them show up here. Alright, well, I'll zoom back in on the eyrie, because if the other one shows up, they may interact in there. I'll back off a little bit and give you an idea how far that is. That's an observation tree all the way across on the very top. There we go. I'm over here by the lodge, so that gives you an idea about how far it is over there. My goodness. Alright then. Here's one of our peregrines searching for the mate. One was in the dead snag, and now we got one here, so we'll check out. No activity in the nest yet. Usually they fly in, scrape around, and do their little display and talk to each other. I haven't seen any of that today. Just kind of sitting up in the tree here, taking it easy. But very alert. Head looking over the back, to the left, to the right. Always looking for the mate. We're looking forward to a good nesting season. We'd like to see them get about 4 good youngsters in there and raise a full clutch this year. Last year they lost 2, but that eyrie was a little bit precarious, and a lot of it has sloughed off. It's even narrower this year, so we had a little erosion. Slipped off the cliff there, and there's not much left of it. They're better off on this one. It's better for us too, because it's a lot closer, so we'll check that out. Looking straight over here now. Now looking downstream. Now if the other one sails in, comes by the side, we'll get a size definition. Oh, going to scratch up now. Alright, and there he goes. Well, the peregrines flew under the rainbow. They went downstream, so we'll see when they come back. They circled above my head. They were e-chirping and then took off downstream. So we'll watch for them to come back. There they both landed. Look at that. All right, now here we go. Both peregrines just landed in the eyrie. This is the close one. We're all excited. Had to run a bald eagle out of the area. Like they're doing a little e-chirping there, talking all about it. Well, we're familiar with this eyrie. They use this one. We're happy because it's closer. They're making the scrape. They're getting all settled in here. We certainly like that. My goodness. Yeah, there was a bald eagle down there in the river and they took out and run that one out of the area. Alright. Well, I saw a couple of seagulls and nothing happened. They tolerate those, but that bald eagle, that was it. We're sure happy. Got them sailing in here. They're just talking about it. So this be the place for the nest now. And they don't use sticks. They just scratch out some gravel, make a nice impression. That's where they put the eggs. They've nested here for many years, so they've had great success here. And you hear the falls. It's flowing pretty heavy. We had a lot of rain and stuff. So it's picked up a few more inches going over the falls. Oh, yeah. You guys are getting along really good. Look at this with you. Just talking about it. I couldn't be happier because I prefer this nest because it's a lot closer than the other one. Yeah, they're talking all about it. This looks like a good place for us this year. Now the female will be the bigger one. The male's a little bit smaller always in birds of prey, so we'll check it out and see which one's doing the scraping and which one. Alright. Yep, making that scrape. Standing back up. Oh yeah. Busy here at the eyrie. My goodness. Down for the next scrape. That'd be better because it won't be behind the grass so much. We'll be able to get a better view of it. Well, here's one of our falcons. Perched in the dead snag across on the other side. That's one of their favorite perches there too. Alright, this one flew in here on the ledge. Good meal here. My goodness. Good sized prey. Food stash good enough. Don't want any crows or anything getting it. They watch pretty carefully around here. Yeah, it's kind of looking around again. See, the white marks come almost up as high as the... He's up there half a... Okay, looks like they'll sail back into the eyrie, and there we go, a landing. All right. He just took off and made a flight, made a circle out. He's calling, trying to call the other one in, and landed back in the eyrie. Earlier, I didn't see anything. I think he was laying down on right up against the rock, so they may have eggs in there. It's fairly cool. Well, how great is that? We saw him take off, sail downstream a little bit, circle around, come right back in the eyrie again. Now we'll wait and see if she shows up. Okay. Those bright yellow feet. Good healthy male here. Now he's, oh, and off he goes again. Alright. Yeah, he's sailing around trying to encourage her to come in. We'll see where he goes here. Alright, he's going downstream again, making the same circle. Alright, circling up a little higher now. Okay, she's in the air now too. She's the bigger one. I see her. They're circling together. He's trying to lure her back over to the nest now. I'll back off just a little bit here. There we go. And there's one came in. That's him. He's called her in. And there she is. She's landing. Now see, she's bigger than he is again. There they're talking about it. How great is that? Oh yeah, he wants her to put some eggs in there, and they're just chattering about it. Okay, we're going to stay with him. We're waiting all morning for this, and there she goes off. He's watching her take off, and we'll see if he goes. Okay, he did fly out twice and call her in. He's staying there in the eyrie right now, right in the nest yet. And let's see what happens here. He's got his head down. He might be ready to take off. And there he goes. All right, we'll watch him coming straight across the cliff here. Oh yeah, Peregrine Falcon finishing up her lunch. Good yellow feet. Looking pretty healthy. Male's off doing his thing. He was sticking close to the eyrie, so kind of figure they may have an egg or two in there, and I'll see how long he stays away. But when it was colder, he was right there. So but right now it's feeding time, so it's time for her noon meal, and we'll see what happens. She's finishing it up. It was a pretty good sized breast, or I think it was a pigeon. We've been trying to get some good shots here, but that wind keeps picking up. So far we're doing pretty good. You can see her head markings now. It's female. And there she's just eating away. She's an adult anatoms. That's why she's got that helmet head shape with her. White doesn't come up right behind the eye like it does on the Tearsel. Because he's an adult tundra, of course. Anyway, that's the way it's going here this year. And this is a happy girl here who's got a good sized lunch going. Oh yeah, she's just chowing away. Having a good snack. Okay, looks like she's finishing up here. She's going to clean her beak a little bit. Back off, see what she's going to do here. Oh yeah, she's rubbing it this way and that. I want to get that beak all cleaned up. I'd like to see him come in and mate right about now. That would be great. I'm not sure where he's at. He's in one of those perches over there. She's looking around. Alright, she's going up there at a comfortable spot. Still cleaning the beak. I'll come in a little bit more here. Still staying busy. Got a nice mossy perch here, easy on her feet. Had a good feed. Male's been doing all his duties in and out of the eyrie, and she came in. They had a big powwow about it. They flew around, interacted, calling, and then she had her feed. Now she's, oh, there goes a feather. Molded one of her feathers. Now she's just kind of sitting up here looking around, taking it easy. Beautiful markings. Doesn't come up behind the eye, the white mark, see on the female. That's how we can tell them apart this year, real easy. Past years, the male and the female had the same head marking. Not this year. She's been here many, many years. Oh my goodness. 2005 and probably before that. So she's raised many youngsters here. Had to change males though. And that's where we're at this year. And last year. This year the male's in his adult plumage. So they're happy now. They got everything going their way and probably got an egg or two in there already. I was watching him in the eyrie, just watching the eyrie, and he just kind of appeared right out of the rock. So he was hunkered down there. I was really looking really hard to find him this morning. So he just kind of just stood up and there he was. All right then. He's back in there again. We turned the camera back on. We had a little wet mist blowing, so we turned it off, and sure enough, there he is again. Well, they're sticking really close. And that tells me it's a good sign they may have an egg in there. He doesn't stay away very long, so I'm going to watch him and see what he's up to. Okay, he's coming to the edge again. Getting ready for the launching pad. Let's see what he does here. Wants to preen up a little bit. Well, we like that. The wind settled down, he's going to preen up. She's off doing her thing. Yeah, I'll come in a little more here. There he is. We'll scratch up a little bit now. Work on those feathers. He's staying real close to this spot. He's all excited about something. We may have an egg in there. He called her in there just to talking about it. But he keeps, just flies away and comes right back. He's not gone very long at all. So that tells me they may have an egg in there. When they stick that close to the eyrie, that means they got something of value there, and that's an egg. Alright, I'm going to preen up. We'll watch him. We're getting a little bit of mist again. That wind really gets the blowing. That kind of messes us up here quite a bit. But we just have to tolerate it. And the falls is really flowing again. We had that little extra rain and that river swelled up a little bit. And again, this is a tercel. He's preening up, staying close to the nest. Don't want any ravens or anything sneaking in and getting that egg. Okay, and there he goes again. Alright, we'll watch him. We'll see where he goes. Happy camper here. One circling over my head calling, this one flew in, left the perch up there, that dead snag. We have a little more activity here in the eyries. Sun's out, drying up a little bit. Oh yeah, still looking up and calling. Well, we got here at the right time again. As soon as the sun comes out and warms up a little bit, they get active. Trying to make some Easter eggs. They're getting all excited about getting their little site here, the little scrape ready for the eggs. I think they're right around St. Patrick's Day. And get some eggs in there. Oh yeah, just a calling here. I don't See the other one was circling around above me. Must have went off hunting. I thought we were going to come in on the eyrie. They talk about it a little bit. It's a daily thing. A couple times a day they go in there and do a little more scraping, get everything prepared. Oh yeah, we like that. Turn around now, the fog's lifting a little bit. I think she's going to get ready to take off here. Walking to the edge now. There she goes, sailed out. Well, she flew out now, so he just flew back in the eyrie. Till it's him. Look at the white coming up behind his eye there. Her head markings are not like that. Okay, he sat on that perch for quite a while, then he took off and sailed right in here. He's been calling. Hopefully she'll come in and check him out. We're really curious to see if there's any eggs in there yet. But he's been keeping a sharp eye, watching the eyrie a lot closer now. So I'm thinking maybe have at least one egg already, and they're trying to get their clutch together. And it's got to be one on guard all the time so the crows and other birds don't get it. And there he goes. He's off again in search of her. There we go. Oh, we'll try to see where he goes. He's off on the hunt, looking around. Circling back. And going back to his perch. Alright. There's one just landed. Just a chirping away there. Not sure which one it is. Looks like the male, yep. They've been calling all morning, he has. I saw him, or heard him in there. Fog finally lifted. Now he flew in, he's calling to her now. We'll see what happens here. A lot of tourists up here now. The sun's out. The tiercel's calling. Great orange yellowish legs. A lot more color than the female. Oh, he's just a call. I'll back off a little bit. There we go. See if she'll sail in now. Saw her this morning too, sailing around. It was foggy. I could hear them over there calling, so every hour on the hour today they've been over there on the ledge calling. This is the first time I got a chance to see them, or see him. But I saw her soaring around in the area, so we'll wait and see if he can call her in now. And he wants to see if there's any eggs in there. He wants her to put some eggs in that eyrie. He wants to get the show on the road here. It's past Easter now, so usually past years have had eggs in there. Well, it was actually St. Patrick's Day, so they are a little bit late. I came up early and I was just happy to hear them. I kept a close listen on it. So I started about 8 o'clock, and then about 5 to 9 they were in there chirping. You couldn't see them, but you could hear them. Then at 9 o'clock she soared around, and at 9:05 was back in there calling again. So, but now that the fog and the mist is blown away, we're able to see him and watch him doing his calls. And like I say, we'll see if he can call her in here. But we're happy to see that everything's on schedule again. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of people up here today. They should enjoy it. I got to see him, like I say, sail around a couple of times. Oh, now let's see what's going on here. Going back in towards the nest to scrape again. Oh, yeah. Look at that with you. Getting right back in there. I think that's where it's going to be. Like I say, we can't see if there's any eggs in there. I don't think so, because the other day I didn't see anybody going there for all day. And off he goes. All right, sailing over this way here now. Coming right straight over on this side now. All right. I thought I heard some chirping, so I turned her back on. So far, I haven't picked anything out in the air. And there's one just landed. Oh yeah, I got a sharp ear, see? That's the tersel again. Trying to call her in. He wants to talk to her about some eggs. Well, let's watch him for a little bit. It's getting later in the season. He's worried about these eggs, and I don't know. We can't tell if there's any in there because of the grass. Well, let's watch him a little bit, see what he's going to do here. Moving over on that side. They both flew downstream about 12:15, and now they're back up here. This one is, and I hope to see her sail in here and join him. He's sure trying to call her in. Come in a little. He's right on the edge there looking for her. That's him. He's waiting and calling, so be interested if she sails in here and goes to the scrape. It's a high-pitch chirp, and I can pick it up above the falls noise. So at least I'm not going deaf yet, and I can tell when something's going on. He flew out earlier and joined her. They went downstream, and now he's back. So we'll watch him for a little bit. You can see the mist still going across the falls a little bit here. Yeah, he's kind of settling down. He's looking for her. This is their ledge. They've used this for many years. They got a couple other places. They always have great success on this one. Well, let's watch this guy and just see exactly what he's up to. He's moving around. Oh, he's making a scrape over here now. That would tell me that they probably don't have any eggs then, because he usually scrapes over on the other side. Oh, they're still trying to figure out which spot to use, huh? Oh yeah, I think he's thinking about taking off. Let's watch him here. Looking straight at us. He's probably tired of that mist right now. There he goes, looking for Misty the female. He's sailing straight across here to the other side now. And looks like he's going to go downstream. Yep, he's going to go downstream so he can find her. And he picked out a... Nope, he's going to go downstream. He's on the hunt now. Alright. We now have a new female here. The male called in a brand new female. So that means that old Misty has finally moved on, and she was about done with all her eggs anyway. That was the last 4 eggs she could produce last year. And the young male from last year is still here. He's the one that called in this new female. He was courting Misty all spring, but nothing happened. Okay, this one's coming over this side now. They're starting to fly around. Okay, here's one of our falcons. Just landed here, and there it goes. Off hunting most of the morning here. We're excited about it because the tersel has called in a new female now, and they look fairly similar, so we got to watch the head markings. Now this one's going downstream over to the tree. That's quite a flight. Alright, up to the perch, I think. Scratching up now a little bit. Still preening. See it right in here.
Oh, cool. Is it eating something? Oh, it's just grooving.
Just preening up, yeah.
Oh, wow. Really good.
Good little camera draw it in like that.
Yeah, he's pretty proud of his
Canon SX60. Yeah, that baby will draw right in there.
May I show my dad?
Yeah.
Dad? Check out this little screen. You can see the bird now.
No.
Hold here. See it? See a little bit of movement. He's turning his head.
Let's just watch. You're looking around over the back now. All done preening. We may get a takeoff. All the preening appears to be done now. Now we'll keep a close eye on it. This is the lookout tree. They can say, oh yeah, getting ready. And there it goes. All right. She had a nice bird in her talons there. Oh, about the size of a jay, so we'll see what happens here. But she was just flying easy and slow, way up high with it, come ringing down slowly, and then landed. A very handsome bird, Peregrine falcon. They're scratching up a little bit. Look how big those feet are. Designed for catching ducks and birds and grouse, things like that. You can take pheasants. They're quite the hunter. Around here he gets mainly pigeons though. And a lot of starlings. Well, this is the female peregrine falcon. Still sitting on the limb. They just had their mating for this morning. They were all over, up and down the river, and went on a hunt, and she flew in here. And by the time I got set up, he'd sailed in there and mated, and he's off hunting again. Well, looks like she's going to preen up a little bit. Got her feathers ruffled a little bit during the romance session, but so we get them all straightened out. They've been getting along just fine. The old female is giving up. She's too old now. In the middle of menopause, can't produce any more eggs. So this is the young female he called in, and everything should be fine. He went off on a hunt, and they had mated just a little bit ago, and she's just sitting up here in the tree. Okay, looks like she's thinking about turning around a little bit here. Okay, fanning that tail out. Getting a different position. With her feathers all squared away now, she's turned around. Really preening now. She wants to get all her feathers squared. We'll just watch it for a while. Getting that oil and to draw that through her feathers and waterproof them. She's calling now to the male. He landed up in the snag up on top. She spied him, so we'll see if he'll sail in here and join her. She's just a talking about it. Look at her beak go. Maybe she'll call him in for a mating session. We'll stay focused on her now and see what happens here. She's looking at him up in the snag, trying to call him in here. Alright, he's in the air now. Let's see what he does. We'll stay focused on her. Hopefully we'll see if he comes in to mate. She might fly off with him. We'll see what happens here. Alright. She's a calling right now and getting ready. Let's see what happens here. Sitting tight. And the falcon's in the air. Alright, she's still calling. I wonder what he's up to. He's flying around here, and she's in her favorite perch. She's just a calling too. She might be calling in for another session here. And there she goes. All right, flying out to join him. Okay, stretching out a little bit. Let's see what happens. Now we're going to fan out that tail. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's getting all spread out, showing his stuff. Stretching. Oh yeah, got the wings up. Maybe he's going to take off. Hopped up to a little higher level now. Then a preen. All right, getting between his wings there. Maybe I can take off here. Oh yeah, showing off his yellow feet and his sear. The males are a little more colorful around the beak and on the feet. Alright, he wants to get all his feathers all squared away and maybe go down there and see if he can find out where that female's sitting. She had the same amount of food he did yesterday, so they're just kind of sitting around taking it easy. It's his first year adult plumage. He was in his sub-adult brown plumage last year, and mated with Misty, the old female, and they had 4 youngsters, and then they tried mating this spring, and Misty just was too old, had no more eggs, and she left the area. Then he called in a young female, and now they're trying to make a nest over here. Alright, we got the falls there. We'll do a little zoom here. Okay, we got the falls, and I'm shooting between these 2 saplings. I'll zoom in and show you the bird. And see how much zoom this little camera's got. This is our Canon SX60 power shot. And here we go. Coming in. Oh yeah, we're coming in. There's our tree. That's about what we're seeing with our naked eye right there. Now coming in on the bird pretty quick. There he is. Oh yeah, stretching that foot out. Look at this guy. Oh yeah, going through his maneuvers now. He might be thinking about taking off. Yeah, his feathers all preened up. Got a good breeze now. And, oh yeah, relieved himself. Now he might take off. Oh yeah, getting ready, and there he goes. Let's see where he goes. Going over to her, I think. Well, this is the female Peregrine falcon. Still sitting on the limb. They just had their mating for this morning. They were all over, up and down the river, and went on a hunt, and she flew in here. And by the time I got set up, he'd sailed in there and mated, and he's off hunting again. A honeymoon shot here. We'll see if she can call him in. Well, she was displaying. They're in the process of trying to get a clutch of eggs together so they can start their nesting cycle this year. They're just running a little bit behind because the Tiercel just called in this new female. He was courting Misty. She was the old one. She's been here for years, but she had to finally give up. So we do have a new female now, so we're all excited about that. This is the second time that the Tiercel, the young male's been here. He actually was mated up with Misty last year. And they raised 4, but Misty is not too old now, so we have the new female in the picture. That'd be this one here on the limb. So we'll see what happens here. And here comes the mating. He's coming in to mate. There we go. All right. Got the mating. Okay then. Well, it's a happy camper. I knew she was calling him in, so there she's saying thanks, and he's all happy. So he flew over here on this side of the cliff. They'll continue that process till they get enough eggs in their clutch. They usually wind up about 4 or 5 eggs. So we are all excited about it. Now he'll might go over and show us where he'll make his scrape in the eyrie. Okay, the honeymoon session's over, so I'm gonna preen up now. There she is, getting over there by her wing. Sun's out, nice and warm. Now he's off hunting. She's gonna clean up, keep herself in line so she can always see the eyrie wherever they might have an egg in there already. The exact spot we're not sure of because it kept changing around.